Good morning, everyone. Hoppy here from Hoppy Builds All. You'll notice today I'm in the office. I've come across a question that I asked in AI Engine, and it delivered a very complicated answer. So I'm going to share it with you, but in my simple way. So I'm going to title this video, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About a Data Center, but Were Afraid to Ask. There's a lot of people across the nation looking at legislation and having to make local decisions about data center construction. And it's a lot easier than people make it out to be. These decisions are not complicated. Specifically, I wanted to know why the developers of data centers have chosen to use a very water-intensive cooling system when there are many alternatives available. And what I got was a response that surprised me. I asked the AI engine, why do data centers use so much water when obviously it would be easy to do cooling in many other methods? And there's a simple but complicated response. So here we go. Apparently the design engineers for the data centers are trying to use an older one-size-fits-all model, something that they built on the drawing board to meet one set of criteria, and they're trying to use it all over the nation where there's geologic and weather and hydrology, different water availability all over the nation. These problems are easily overcome with some forethought. So first there was a discussion that you see here on the screen about using evaporative cooling, which in locations where you have large bodies of water, such as the Great Lakes or perhaps the Mississippi River, this works out well. But there are many choices of data center locations that do not fit this model well, where you should use cooling systems that are closed loop systems. It wasn't too long into questioning the AI engine as to why things are being developed this way that the engine started asking me questions about my experience, and it was pretty enlightening. I believe the AI engine was actually training on my responses, since I have some expertise in these large system of systems design problems. One of the questions the AI engine asked me was what my opinion of these hydraulic systems could be. And I quickly discussed the fact that these problems have already been solved with water systems, wastewater systems, and the nuclear industry. That the data center engineers really need to look at what currently exists for large-scale hydraulic systems and not rely on local water systems, especially potable water systems. Wastewater effluent reuse is hundreds of millions, if not billions, of gallons of water that could be reused for these cooling systems all across the nation. I don't understand why we're having to ask this question now. During this discussion, the AI engine asked me many questions about these larger systems of systems that surprised me. We quickly got into a discussion about how to manage the data center systems into the future so that there are low-risk failure opportunities. The AI engine actually asked me my opinion about management of data center systems, which, simply put, I believe all systems of systems should be managed locally from the people who build, design, and operate the system. But my knowledge of the corporate world, especially the boardroom, would demonstrate that they always outsource. They don't see the value in local human capital. So these larger data center systems will be outsourced to the lowest common denominator, and there will be many failures that cost the business and maybe the local communities large outages, which means large monetary disruptions. And there's probably nothing we can do about it because boardrooms do not understand human capital and its value.